You know what I think? I've never
Trump.
seen a luckier person than Donald Trump. Just as we're this close to getting him,
but you know what?
somehow these documents appear.
If you've never seen The View, it's a collective of the smartest women on the planet. They scoured every continent. They went to every island. We had our best explorers of all races and religions look on Earth to find the smartest women that they possibly could have found ever. And this was the collective they came up with: Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, and the other irrelevance. This is their take on Joe Biden getting caught with classified documents. You know, Trump is lucky, and maybe the Republicans planted it. Let's take a watch.
You know what I think? I've never
Trump.
seen a luckier person than Donald Trump. Just as we're this close to getting him,
but you know what?
somehow these documents appear.
But here's the thing: Biden is wrong to have done this. He was in office for 40 years.
Let's find out what this is first. Now, again, one of the things that gets me crazy is before we know, it's already been spun a specific way. I don't want to see that.
All of a sudden, Whoopi Goldberg is like Socrates. She's like, what is this? She sounds like Jordan Peterson debating a Muslim. Like, what is God? What does what mean? Do? What does do mean? She's like,
what do you believe in God? And I think, okay, there's a couple of mysteries in that question. What do you mean do? What do you mean you? What do you mean believe? And what do you mean God? And you say as the question.
Let's find out what this is first. Now, again,
before we weigh in on this, what is it though? What are we talking about here? I don't know. Do you have that? Do you exercise that patience when it's like a conservative or a Republican person with a scandal? Do you exercise that same Taoist, Buddhist, like patience and focus? Like, what is it though? Before we even speak on it, I'm sure you do that with every topic, Whoopi. Congrats.
I don't want to see that. I want to see someone explain to me, A, how it's possible that after all this time, nobody knew this. Because to me, if you're missing classified information, I don't mean to laugh, but in my house, if stuff is missing, I know it's missing.
Does it feel like Oppo research to you? Does it feel like the Republicans are behind it?
It's not.
It did originally, but I'm sorry, but not now. Because one of the things he's saying is that some of the locations where the docs may have been shipped in the transition may have gotten taken and put, but still.
Whoopi Goldberg's like, I don't understand how the classified documents could have been taken in my house. When something's missing, we realize it. It's like, Whoopi Goldberg, we all have houses or whatever. It's like you having something missing from your house might be a lot different than, I don't know, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of documents spanning like hundreds of years. Is that not different from like a fork missing from your cabinet? Like, she's trying to relate. Like, I don't even think it's possible, because in my house, when something's missing, it's missing. So how did they not know? There's so many documents. But it's interesting that one of the documents was about Ukraine, and apparently it was taken by Joe Biden when he was a vice president, and it's in his garage with a Corvette. I mean, those women, I have a high self-esteem. So, I don't have a big ego, but I do like myself. I do think I'm smart. Often I have to check my ego, and I watch The View and I think, right when I thought I was impressive and funny and smart, these gorgeous, beautiful, intelligent women just put me right back in my place. It's like, yeah, no, that's why they get the big bucks. I could never do what they do. So shout out to those thrilling, intellectual, heavyweights. Good luck. Actually, I call them sometimes like four harpies yelling at each other, because it's just like screaming women. But somebody watches that show. I don't know who it is, not me. Maybe it was opposition research. Donald Trump got lucky. They just can't fathom that they're hypocrites, and they don't want to, use that same energy for Biden.